My name is Olivia Murray. I'm an online student here at ISU, like most of you, pursuing my bachelor's degree in psych. This semester, I have chosen to research note-taking method, more specifically whether handwriting or typing notes affects memory retention. So that is where the does handwriting notes improve memory retention compared to typing come into play for this research. Taking notes is a common academic practice with a possible cognitive implications. In other words, the way students choose to take notes can affect how well they remember and retain material. If a student chooses to handwrite notes, they will process material on a deeper level and it will cause less distraction when reviewing the material. On the other hand, taking the time to write the notes may be less convenient as it may take more time. Typing notes may be a faster process, however, it leads to shallow encoding, meaning the student could just be skimming over the material and not able to process um, the information that is being presented to them. For this research project specifically, I believe that students who handwrite notes will score higher on a memory test than those who type their notes. This research will consist of 25 undergraduate students, preferably between the ages of 18 and 35. Students will be enrolled on online courses like us. Each of the students will watch a pre-recorded presentation or lecture. The students will then be split into two groups, Group A and Group B. Group A will handwrite notes and Group B will type notes. They will then all take a memory test after the lecture without using their notes, which will then be turned in for grading, which the grading is solely used for the research purposes. This is a table that I have found within researching this topic. You will find that the repetitions were higher with a digital pen. However, memorized word and task accuracy is higher with handwritten notes. And this can just be found due to the fact that it is faster and easier to type, so repetition is easier. The number of repetitions is easier to obtain. However, when memorizing, when you're using handwritten notes for repetition, uh, you're able to retain the information more because you're having to really think about what you're writing, um, and which could help with the task accuracy and memorization. The test will score out of 20. This will determine the test results. The mean will then be compared to find the results of the research. The threshold for significance will be P is less than 0.05. In other words, the purpose of the investigation is to discover whether the note-taking techniques have a significant impact on retention. I expect to find that handwriting will enhance learning through cognitive engagement. The note-taking techniques do have a significant impact on retention. Uh, the results found could help students create healthy study habits, which could possibly shape education policy on technology, meaning that typing notes should be limited in a class to help benefit students and their learning. Thank you.